Alright guys, it's November 8th, day after making the recovery on my beautiful buck. Got up this morning and just took things easy, did some video editing, and so yeah, I think it's about, well, let's see, yeah, it's 10:15 right now, and so anyways, I'm back down here. Got my deer cart slash trailer hooked onto the trike. I'm headed back in to my remote location, and not really looking to hunt here this morning. Just enjoy the beautiful morning. I left a few things up there in my haste the other day, the night that I shot the buck, and so I wanted to take my cart back up there and stash it in the woods so it'll be there for next time use, or if nothing else at the end of the season to bring my stand and everything out on. So yeah, I just want to go up and gather a few things that I left there, and then I'm going to head home, do a few things around the home, and then maybe either end up down here or possibly hunt with my son out of a ground blind over in 1B this evening. We got a doe tag for 1B, got a doe tag for down here yet in 2F, so yeah, still got some hunting to do, and just gonna take this morning and enjoy creation. So it just dawned on me as I was coming in here with my cart to lock it up to a tree that, well, two things dawned on me. One, my bowstring release is in my climbing harness, so yeah, I'm just taking the bow for a walk. And secondly, one of the big reasons I decided to come in here was this season I've been trying this new I call it the tri-pack cameras, where I mounted 3 muddy cameras all on one base, and I've been packing that around with me from stand to stand and setting it up, hoping that I might be able to catch some of my hunting action on these trail cameras. So I guess the part that dawned on me was, since I was coming in here to get that and I left that here, is that one of the cameras is actually facing the direction, I don't know if it was quite the right direction or not, to actually pick up that buck that I shot 2 days ago, and or if it might have actually caught the arrow hitting the deer. So pretty pumped about that, about getting home and checking the memory cards. So anyways, yeah, here's the tri-pack. Like I say, I can turn all 3 of these cameras to face different directions, and the direction that camera right there is facing is awfully close to where that deer was at. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it might not have got much even if it was on, because of all the multiple rose brush and stuff right there. But anyways, the other thing I wanted to update a little bit with is that on my last video I had talked about coming in here and looking for my arrow. Well, it turns out, even though I didn't find any broken arrow when I field dressed the deer, what happened was when I hit the scapula, it deflected the arrow. Instead of the arrow continuing on down through the deer, it actually deflected and went almost sideways. And so it wasn't, when I took the deer to the processor and he pulled the hide off of it, there was a stub of arrow sticking out, and he went ahead and removed it for me. So anyways, somewhere in this first probably 40 or 50 yards that the deer bolted is where it snapped that off, and I'm still going to look and see if I can find the other part of the arrow. So I don't know, do a little walk after I get these cameras down, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards on the other cameras that are up here, and I think I'm going to head back and get a few things done, and maybe plan on going an evening sit somewhere, if not here in the state park, then with my son. So alright, I'll turn the camera back on a little while later. Alright guys, well, I decided to look for the arrow, and to my surprise I found it right off the bat, and I'm not even sure why, but I'll explain in a minute. But yeah, this gives you an idea of his, he bolted right through here right after the shot, over top of these logs and through that multiflora rose and this brush. And anyways, yeah, there's my shaft, and the fletchings weren't even able to see, but that's probably why I didn't see the lighted knock. And oh, that would be why I didn't see the lighted knock. It came flying out. So whenever it hit something hard enough to snap the arrow off, it must have launched the knock. Huh. How about that? Well, yeah. Alright, well, mission accomplished. Found the other half of my arrow, so I'm going to work my way out of here and head back to the trike and back to the parking area and see what else the day holds for me. Alright guys, headed over to meet Jeremy. We're hunting out of a ground blind tonight on an area that used to have an old food plot that we put in a couple years ago. Yeah, he's been having some pretty good sits there in the evening, been seeing some bucks and lots of does, and hopefully one of us can get it done tonight out of the ground blind. So fingers crossed, here we go.